guys. We're going out on a Saturday blower replacement. So yesterday I went to a homeowner's house. It's a friend of a friend, and the blower motor wasn't working. They told me they smelled the burning sound. I was really hoping it would be a capacitor. You know, sometimes capacitors go puke. I've had a couple of those calls before, but when I get there, it's a good old PSC blower, none of this X13 garbage. But what happened was we were getting some weird voltage coming out of our about a relay, something with 12 volts, and it seems like it was just not making good contact. And we were getting our 24 volts off for our low voltage for the coil. So I decided to put in a new relay for see if it would run. Didn't run. Checked the windings, and we had an open winding between L1 and L2. So our common winding and our run winding. So condemned the blower motor. It's a PSC. It's a Trane. Normally you don't get that too often, but it seems like when the contacts didn't make enough connection upon startup, it would cause the windings to stress out, and then that's how you get an open winding. Sadly, it's a disappointing thing, but the person's living in a struggle, so we're giving them the soonest possible service here right now. It's Saturday, and found out the supply house near me doesn't have open on Saturdays until summer. So it's been that long since I've done a job for myself, at least on a Saturday. So we're going to pick up the blower, get them up and cooling for the weekend. Mistake so. We're getting a cold front around Tuesday. It'll be around 57 degrees. Won't need an air conditioner now. We can just go back to opening up the house. So right now it's around I believe 80. I want to say 84. It's 10 o'clock on Suffolk, about 85 maybe. And it'll only get hotter. The sun is ever unforgiving. But all I can say is at least it's not an X13 blower motor. In my life, I've been doing this field for about 2 years. About 2 years. And I worked for a company and replaced a lot of X13 fan motors. I want to say about 200 within 7 months. It was absolute crap fest. There was literally a day where I just won maybe on the most calls I ever won with. It's got about 6 or 5, and all I did was just X13 blower replacements, X13 blower replacement. And I had a bunch of motors sitting in the back of my truck, and I used to park at the office. So I looked at my boss and said, he just says, a lot of X13's gone bad. I jokingly said, we need to stop this, we need to stop selling these. And he just kind of chuckled. But in all honesty, I do not like X13 fan motors. I call them what they are, the poor man's ECM motor. And upon doing research, actually, because I like to know why things go bad, other than it's just a piece of crap. That is static pressure. Went to a class on ream heat pumps, or newer heat pumps at least, and they talked about and they were talking about static pressure. Static pressure seems like it's becoming more of a bigger deal. But yeah, it can't have more than a 0.7 or 7 across your air handler for static pressure. Otherwise, you can have many problems with your X13 fan motor. And on occasion, it will give you issues with your superheat subcooling, which makes sense. But again, it just goes to reinforce my whole I don't like X13s because ECM motors come out, and one of the big reasons they came out, from what I was told back when I was in tech school, that they wanted to defeat the whole issue with ductwork. Now, if you tell me you can't make a freaking ECM motor that can't defeat ductwork, of course X13 has other issues like grounding in its module that causes the motor windings to eventually go bad. And then, of course, moisture. You get moisture in any sort of electronics, you're just going to have problems all day. And that's actually what I figured out when I did a couple of X13 replacements on those the Trane mean, the blower and everything. It felt overall very moist in there, and it was just not good. I looked, there was a lot of leaks that come in from the outside air, anything that could be water. So I wanted to go back when we put in the blower and just get some of my insulation and just do my best to insulate the area just to keep it to, a blower and return air. But the boss went back at that. He did anything. The former boss. Anyways, so I'm just gonna go out on a PSC blower replacement, take a look at another motor that's possibly going bad. It's making a very, very bad noise, loud noise. Last time we were there on that call, the blower wheel was the one that went bad out of everything, the blower wheel. It might be the motor this time. We can't be too positive, so I'll have to go and see what's going on. The machine has all sorts of problems. We've replaced the compressor there, we've replaced the wheel, and it's getting ridiculous. It's just people don't have money, man, and can't be just spending it. But that's what can you do? But we'll get back to you when we get the supply from the motor from the supply house and get to the customer's house. See you then. So here is the bad blower here. That relay is our culprit. It doesn't look too chopped up. It's very chopped up on the inside. It's the old blower, the old motor. It's the original motor to this Trane unit here. It's about a 2005-year-old TWG. So we'll get started on this. Just hanging out the shaft here. And should slip right off. This actually fell right through when I took out the set screw. So I'm just gonna make sure this set screw sets on tight. And because it's rusting in there. This is about a 14-year-old blower here. This one will last you a lifetime. Sometimes they just die early. This is how you send them clean. Alright. For good measure, you just put this guy. I hope that thing slide out real good. Bruh. Sometimes this happens. They don't make anything good anymore. Oh, jeez. I'm just taking it apart right now. Alright. It's the old motor mount. The old motor. As you can see, it's a little dark right here, so it seems like some of the windings there burnt up. Opened up somewhere inside. Look in the back. Might not see as much, but a little bit of dark, especially over here in this corner. Yikes. Unit up and running. Smelled something pooping out of the suction line valve, so we have a little bit of a Schrader valve leak, which I'll see if I can just fix by tightening up. Here our pressures are R22. This is not 410A. Good old 2004 Trane American Standard. I'm not sure what FCER this is. Probably your basic 10. So I thought this would probably be a 90s by the way it's designed. I mean, look at this right here. It's just like that. Get you model number right there, yeah. So it's an XE something. Model number, serial number going. I'd probably have to look inside the unit for that, but so far good pressures. Reading about 75 over 250. I'm gonna just double check, make sure everything's good. We have probably pretty high, so they probably don't need any refrigerant. The coil could be dirty, but all we really did was fan motor. So anyways, unit's up and running, found them blowing. We'll have to return on Monday for a 5 microfarad capacitor because it didn't have box misled me. Box only tells you the highest horsepower. Found on the motor 5 microfarads for your 6 horsepower using the purple. 5th horsepower is you use purple or blue, and it just goes up that way by the fan speeds it's got and the capacitor. So 10 gives you your half horsepower, 7.5 or 5 with a certain color, you know, like the high speed gives you you know, different horsepower, which I believe it would be probably, we got half, so probably, yeah, quarter horsepower. So it just kind of goes the way it goes. I'd have to find a chart, but this is what our pressures are reading. I didn't know about that because most of the times when I just get the exact motor, but they didn't have that at the supplier today. So we were reading pretty high, back at 70 on the inside. So probably just needs a little bit, if not, but yeah. All right, so we have all done now.